Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make this open top treat box using just a half a sheet of cardstock. The box stands up and would make a perfect favor to sit at your place setting when you're having a party. So let's get started. We're going to use our new paper trimmer. One of the features that I love about the new paper trimmer is that you don't have to open the arm to get the common measurement 5.5 inches. So I'm going to line it up at 5.5 and use the darker blade to cut the cardstock right in half. So with one sheet of cardstock I can get 2 of the treat boxes. The next step is to use the Adorning Accents embossing folder and edgelet to cut a decorative edge on the one side of the cardstock. And just a quick tip with the edgelet, when you have it on your cutting plate, you can use the couple post-it notes to kind of hold that in place so it doesn't move around when you're cutting it. Okay, back to the paper cutter. This time we're going to use the scoring blade. And the paper cutter does come with a scoring blade, so you don't have to purchase that separately. So move the cutting blade out of the way, and we're going to start with our 5.5 inch, the side that's straight, at the top of the paper cutter. And we're going to score at 1 1/8 and 4 3/8. Then we're going to turn the cardstock so that the long side is at the top. I've got the straight edge on the left and the decorative edge on the right. And I'm going to score at 2 inches. But with this score line, I only want to score from the outer edge to the that first score line I did there. So I'm going to do, and you can see where the arrow is on the scoring blade, that's where the scoring stops and starts. So I can stop when that arrow is right on the score line, and then come down here and do the same thing from the score line down to the edge of the cardstock. So I don't know if you can see that in the light. It doesn't go all the way through. Okay, so I've got those 2 scores at 2 inches. Then I'm going to score at 4 1/4, and I'm going to go all the way down and 5 3/8 all the way down. Okay, so here is the easy read version of the score marks that I made. I started this way and I did 1 1/8 and 4 3/8, and then I turned it with the long side on the top and did 2 inches, 4 1/4, and 5 3/8. Okay, that's already done on this one. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut on the score lines up to the perpendicular score line. And actually with this end piece here, I'm just going to cut that all the way off. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to cut that end piece off. And then I'm going to cut on the other score lines as well. So here's the basic shape of the box. This is going to be the front of the box, and then I've got the sides and the back side. So I've got some sticky strip here on the back side. I've got it on the very edge at the top where the decorative edge is, and then on the other side I've got it on the 2 middle flaps. So when we put the box together, I'll take the sticky strip off and first fold up the non-decorative side. And then the sticky strip on the decorative side. And that is the basic form of our box, the open top treat box. Now for the inside, I have a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches by 4 inches. This is just a piece of Whisper white cardstock, and I already started stamping the snowflakes on it. This is the snowflakes from Snow Swirled stamp set, and I used Baja Breeze and Perfect Plum, and I'm going to use the Not Quite Navy ink pad to stamp a few more snowflakes to finish the little collage pattern. And then I'll use the snail adhesive and I'm going to stick that right inside the box. Now the only thing that's missing is the embellishment on the front, and I used the Mitten Builder punch for that. Mitten Builder Punch is in the holiday catalog. and I punched the a piece of embossed Baja Breeze and then a piece of regular Perfect Plum. And when you do a complete punch, it's got the top and the mitten in it. You can make 2 sets of mittens. So I did that, and you've got 2 variations on the same box with just different mittens. That's just layered on a scallop circle with Stampin' Dimensionals and a piece of the baker's twine. Here's another variation on the open top treat box. For this one I used the stitched felt ornament and a piece of the Be of Good Cheer designer paper. Forgot to tell you about the treats in here. Oh, I love this, my favorite part. This is cake mix Muddy Buddies, that Puppy Chow Chex Mix, and it is delicious. So I'll look for the recipe on my blog for that so you can make some. It's the perfect little white treat to go in this winter open top treat box. So there you go. I hope you'll try this. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!